Hi kids, welcome to It's Storytime Kids. Today we're going to read Elmer, Rose and Super Al by David McKee. Elmer, Rose and Super Al. These are my favourite characters. I'm going to really enjoy this one. Look, that's the herd of pink elephants. I don't think I've read Elmer and Rose yet, so I'm not sure if you have at home, kids, but look, there's a whole herd of elephants in Elmer land, and they're pink. Elmer, Rose and Super Al by David McKee. Elmer the patchwork elephant, his cousin Wilbur and some other animals were listening to a distant noise. "Sounds like your chaps are having fun, Elmer," said Lion. "What's going on?" "I have no idea," said Elmer. "That sounds like elephants, but not our herd. Let's find out, Wilbur." The noise was indeed coming from a herd of elephants. Pink elephants. They were celebrating the 100th birthday of their oldest elephant, Old. Old himself was leading the herd. Beside him was Rose, a young friend of Elmer's. So there's Old and there's Rose. And that's the rest of the herd. Oh, they all look very happy, don't they, kids? Noisily, the elephants made their way to their special clearing near a cliff top. Old went to the highest point, close to the edge, and faced the herd. Rose gave Old a flower and said, "Happy birthday." That was the signal. A signal for what? "Happy birthday, one!" shouted the elephants all together as they stamped their feet. "Happy birthday, two!" Stamp. "Happy birthday, three!" The elephants intended to shout, stamp, and count right up to 100. They stamped as one and the ground shook. Poor Rose was so frightened by the noise that she ran off. But a herd of elephants stamping is like an earthquake. The ground split. The elephants ran back in fear, all except Old, who was left stranded on a pillar of rock. Rose ran into the jungle shouting, "Help! Help!" There's Rose running into the jungle. Poor Old. Meanwhile, Elmer and Wilbur were still on their way to find out what all the noise was about, when suddenly from opposite sides, from opposite directions, two smaller elephants appeared. Elmer knew them both. "Hello, Rose." "Hello, Super Al," he said. "What's the trouble, Rose?" Rose quickly explained. "This sounds like a job for me," said Super Al. With that, he zoomed off into the air like a rocket. Rose rushed after him. "There's nothing we can do," said Elmer. "Let's go where we can see without being seen." Look, kids, Super Al is a flying elephant. How awesome is that? A flying superhero elephant, yeah! Super Al arrived just as the rock pillar where Old stood started to crumble. "Please, sir, lift up your trunk," said Super Al. "Hold on, here I come." Super L caught hold of Old by the trunk and lifted him to safety just as the rock pillar collapsed. Wow, check that out, kids! Super L must be really strong. Amazing, fantastic, wonderful, extraordinary, hurrah! Shouted the elephants. Thank you, said Old. Thanks for getting help, Rose. Thank you, Super L. It's been the most exciting and special birthday I've ever had. Please, Super L, said Rose. When it's my birthday, may I have a ride? Why wait until your birthday, said Super L. What's wrong with now? Hold my cape tightly. Here we go! Rose squealed with delight as they took off. After a loop or two to impress the other elephants, they disappeared into the distance. On the way home, Wilbur said, I hope our 100th birthdays will be special. As Super L said, what's wrong with now, smiled Elmer. All days are pretty special, really. All days are pretty special, really, aren't they, kids? Oh, and that's the end. What a great book. Wow, I enjoyed that one. I hope you did too, kids. Elmer, Rose and Super L by David McKee. Oh, I'm really getting into these Elmers, you know. They're very good. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're all well and you take care now. Bye.